Hey everyone. Um, Today we are going to talk about. Uh, I just got a random thought. Like, I just think about it. If there is some tradition that that a boy has to work like his father, and it just passes from generation to generation. Like if someone's father is farmer, and there is a tradition that farmers children will do farming only. There's no other option for boys. And there were days when fathers were like forcing their son to be a farmer, and this is your destiny and you have to do it like that. But just think about it. If it is a tradition, so if we like consider it as a tradition, and everybody has to follow, like a farmer's child will become a farmer only, and you don't have any option. Just think about it. We will be having farmers and farmers all over the India, or maybe all over the state, if that tradition is state tradition. Maybe suppose maybe it is Hindu tradition that farmers child will become farmer only. And just think about it. Just be with that thinking that you don't have any option. You have to do it. And if you want to do something different than farming, a boy has to do farming first, and then whatever he will get time after that, whatever he will having free time after doing that farming work, he has to follow his dream. And there is no other option. Everybody would expect you from you that firstly you have to do farming, and then in your free time you do whatever you want. And you may uh, go somewhere, or maybe uh, you follow your passion, or maybe you have any hobby you like and you just follow that. But in that time also, if farming needed you, or you just called by someone that okay, uh, we need to do farming things, or maybe the work, again you call, and you have to just leave your passion or hobby for that, and you just have to come for farming that work again. Just think about it. If it is a tradition, you have to follow it. You don't have any option. And maybe you see that whoever is doing something different than farming, or maybe he is privileged, or maybe he has so many options, or maybe he is not uh, born in the village, or maybe he has chosen some different path. He became rebellion, and that's why he is free. But just imagine, 95 to 98% of the men are doing farming because of the tradition. Just think about it. If it is a tradition, not fair. Not fair, because everybody should get choice, options to choose what he wants to do in his life. You can't stick any kind of work to a human being. Not a single work on the name of tradition you can stick to someone like that. It is unfair. But yes, it happened because there were days when a farmer wanted his child to be a farmer only. But after some time, so many, or like after the education or maybe whatever he does, um, depend on that, farmer child become a government officer or maybe a private. He got a private sector job. He tried, and suddenly the society has normalized that. Okay, a farmer child is not becoming a farmer, so it's fine. So slowly it has changed, but yes, it changes. It changed, and you know what? Uh, there were people who were doing farming, but there were people who were doing something different occupation, having different occupation also. So the farming wasn't a tradition and can't become a tradition like that. But yes, we are following one tradition which is really stick to a woman. Just imagine I have explained that a the tradition of farming shouldn't be passed down to next generation like that. It is unfair, and you can't do it, and every human being has choice to, I mean, having choice to do anything he or she wants. So you can't like make a farming a tradition, right? But we have made one tradition that it is stick to a woman. Can you tell me what it is? It's cooking. It's cooking. Cooking is a skill. Just like farming is a skill. Just like if you felt from my this conversation, if you felt like farming, I mean, farming it shouldn't be tradition like that, and it is unfair to a boy to force him to do farming. If you really felt like that, isn't it unfair to expect from a woman cooking always? I mean, you have sticked to a woman like that. If you felt farming is unfair to that boy, how could you feel fair sticking a cooking skill to a woman like that? Isn't it unfair? You just by default expected whether she likes it or not, whether she wanted to do or not. You just sticked it as a tradition. Just imagine what if we have stick a farming as a tradition to a boy. Means firstly he has to do farming, and then he will get a free time, and then he can follow his passion or whatever he wants to do. Just imagine the situation of men. Firstly they go to the farming, and then they are going for a job or maybe following some passion, and it became so called tradition. Just imagine the situation of men. And you have to give priority to the farming first if it has become a tradition. And most of the people will criticize you. You don't know farming, you don't know cooking, you don't know farming, you don't know cooking. Are you getting it? And you know what, we women just take it by default. It feels like it is our work, and we have to do it first, and then we have to follow our passion or hobbies we like. And somewhere if guests come, or maybe the situation demanded us to cook first and give priority to family first, we have to sacrifice our hobbies, our job, our own space, what we like. Just like you felt unfair to the boy who were doing uh, who was doing a farming first and then following his passion. It's unfair. Why do you expect from a woman to cook? Can't you just hire a cook? If you can't hire a cook, how could you marry someone? Isn't it really a cheap reason to marry? I hope you got it. Not every skill job should become a tradition. It shouldn't be. No, a tradition should be maybe something different, but a skill, a job, shouldn't be tradition. It's unfair to a human, and don't forget, women are first. Human. Just let her be like that. I hope you got it. Yes. Thank you.